Alrighty, DJ, no mucking around here, mate. I've got another prior engagement tonight. Need to get cracking on here. No riff-raff. No carry-on.
All right, then. Get into it, then.
Speaking of riff-raff, who do we have here?
Oh, we've spoken about him a fair bit on the pod.
Yeah.
About time he's made an appearance.
Absolutely. Bradley, welcome.
Cheers, gents. Thanks for having me.
No worries, mate. No worries. Well, no. Again, I reckon horses to follow. We might just bring that back. We might leave that out until further notice.
Scrap it.
But, Bradley, Polo Recipients, you have the honours, so take it away,
I do.
please.
The Navy Polo. I've actually gone with a former PP holder himself in Joshua McClellan.
How good was he?
Had to have it this week.
Now-
Outstanding.
It's not our place to actually disclose the amount that he won because I don't know.
Ooh,
But
it's
he
up
won.
there.
He won at least four
Yeah.
figures.
Oh, minimum.
Yeah.
Minimum
I
and
can-
some.
Yeah, I can safely say it was well into the four figures.
I reckon it was closer to 5.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I know he put about every single bonus bet that he lost in the lead up, by about a month or two lead up on stay inside to win. So he had an absolute fill up there.
Well, yeah, he had the 3 futures. So stay inside, Moanga, and Mugatu.
Huge.
All
So,
the futures.
Yeah, so the All-Star Mile, he had him at $10. And then the Rosehill G's, he had him at $3.
Speaking of other impressive multis, did you boys
That
see?
was my second half, actually.
All right,
Oh,
take it.
Corey Dixon
Yeah.
from the Bulldogs. He won a premiership. Not that
Oh,
long ago
right.
with them.
Yeah.
He actually owns a small share as well in Super Seth and Merchant Navy. So he's been pretty lucky with
Horse racing.
with how he's come about. So he had a 7 leg, and then he went like a 3 and 4 legs after that. So he actually had 3.
Yeah.
So what
Yeah.
was involved?
I think he chucked $50 on each one. And I think the estimated returns were 200k and every horse won. But there was some scratching, so he only won 160.
So what were the horses?
Oh, so at Bendigo, very unlike Bendigo.
Oh, Bendigo.
Loads of favourites won.
Mm.
So he just truckloaded all these favourites. But yeah, unbelievable.
160 grand from 50 bucks.
Yeah, so he had the first one that went at 80k or something like that, and then he had 3 legs there. Well, 3 like all ups, I guess, that went for 30k each.
That's crazy.
Yeah. The Black Polo.
Bring it to me.
I went the Friedman
Yes.
clan.
Okay.
That was outstanding.
It was.
So Michael and Richard, first time they were under Lee Friedman, who won the 4 slippers in a row, I think.
Yeah.
In the 93, 94, 95, 96, I think. And then, well, that's their first time. He came back from Hong Kong and he had a field day, I thought. He was very, very good.
Yes, absolutely. He was dominant.
Stay
Like,
inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that soft deck, turns out just suits him so much better than all the other horses. I think Profiteer went out strong as we'd expect, and I think just the softer deck probably isn't his go.
Yep.
Who ran second and third? Animo, then Ingratiating, or was it
Yeah.
Ingratiating, then Animo? Animo, holy moly.
Yeah. That drone vision of him was unbelievable. But
Oh,
Yeah.
the other one who had a sneaky run there was Artorias.
He flew.
And did you see him about 300
He was
out?
last.
He was going side to side. He had no idea what he was doing on that leg.
yeah.
He was last by a mile.
Yeah. And he finished 5th.
Yeah.
Crazy,
That was
yeah.
it.
Because 4 moves ahead finished 4th, didn't she?
Yeah, by a nostril. And
Yeah.
I think out of that race, I think she's still one to follow. If it was a heavier deck, that might be suitable. But I think she's just a grinder. I don't think she has the elite turn of foot that she can
she's
stay
3
inside.
wide,
has.
isn't she?
3
Yeah.
wide trip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but-
it makes it difficult.
But that was a crazy win. That was dominant, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Makes the size and the champagne makes it real clouded for mine.
100%.
I
Well, he's in
think,
the paddock now, isn't he? Stay inside.
Yeah.
yeah, 50-50, I think. I think he came that well out of the slipper that they were considering it, but I think he might have gone to
I
the
think he
paddock
has
now.
taken him to the paddock.
Yeah, okay.
Because they actually think, and I think too, that he might be the first slipper winner to actually do something.
Hey,
In
she
a
will
long-
reign. Wash your mouth out.
Took her a while, but she got there.
Hey, she
got there
won
in the
3
end.
Group 1s, mate. She's a good one.
She is a good horse.
20k, one of the great bargain buys. All right, Bradley. Before you get into this, make sure you talk into your microphone for me, right there. Your purple polo. Take it away.
I've fallen into this girl way too many times. Way too many times. The improving track on Saturday, again, fell for her, and I think she had a good push as well, but Funstar. She had it...
Life
Stinky.
band.
Stinky.
That is the last time.
Last time
ever.
Ever.
Yep.
Who did you have before Funstar? You jumped off
Avilius.
Avilius, that's right.
I would prefer to spend coin on him
Yeah.
every day now.
Yeah.
I can't stand her.
Yeah. Nah,
she's broken me.
There's actually a horse racing this weekend that I think might be at last ditch effort for the punters, but we'll talk about that later.
I think I know the one you're talking about. And I think I've done some deep diving onto his statistics this weekend. So
we'll see.
I like it, Bradley. Yeah.
I agree with you, mate.
If Chris Waller can't turn around Funstar, no one can.
No.
Yeah. So, okay. Good addition there, mate. Okay, here we go. 2 Group 1s this weekend. The first one's the Vinery for the 3-year-olds. 2,000 metres, 3-year-olds, set weights. Who other but Very Elegant won this last year?
2
previously,
years ago. Yeah.
but she won the Tancred last year. So that's why Very Elegant's in front of me this week. And I put Tass in front of you, Bradley, just because you're here.
Don't say his name out loud.
What a specimen of a horse. Would have Ark beaten her too, by the way.
I reckon I would have loved to have seen the Autumn Sun go up against the GOAT. Winks.
Yeah.
That would have been a crazy race.
Yeah.
Would have been made that Cox, that not the last one, but imagine if Winks went another year going for 5 in a row against Ligue Rochelle and Tass was around.
Oh,
Damn.
if only.
Yeah, we can imagine, can't we? But yeah, Very Elegant one, Miss Finland, Single Gaze. Remember her? She was a good horse. But
Who trained her?
Ooh.
Because it was O'Hara on her.
Yeah.
Is that right? And it ran second multiple times when it should have won.
Yeah.
Can't remember.
Yeah. I think it placed in a Caulfield Cup. Pretty sure. Anyway, 10 horses in the field. You have Elizabeth, Starrell, Hungry Heart, Harmony Rose, Personal. I don't know. Doesn't seem a lot of speed in the race. Harmony Rose going out in front.
Yeah, I was going to say there looks to be absolutely no speed in this race.
Mate, she should have her own way in front.
Yeah.
Harmony Rose.
So if that's the case, $2.80 now. Crikey, she's been pumped in. Is it her race to lose?
Yeah, look, for mine, I am between her and Personal at this stage. The only knock for me on Harmony Rose is the fact that she hasn't raced the 2,000 metres before. Personal ran a second last year on Derby Day to Victoria Key.
Mate, she won the Oaks last year.
She won the Oaks at 2,500 metres. So she can definitely run it out. Should run well. Here, J-Mac on board. From that barrier 10, I don't think that's too much of an issue with J-Mac on board. Should come across and sit pretty nicely.
Mate, she'll just be comfortable, mate.
Yeah,
In
I
a
think
rhythm.
she should be.
As long as she gets cover, she's got a chance, I think.
Yeah.
Small field as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got a chance.
Yeah, I reckon so too. Miraval won the Kembla Classic last start and absolutely screamed home. Did you guys see that? A replay of that race?
Yeah.
Yeah, shot it an elite turn of foot. That was over 1,600 metres. For mine, though, I think she probably wants a little bit more pace in this race. I think they're just going to be too sluggish up front for her to actually get through her gears.
Yeah, I think they're going to go that slow up in front that every horse is going to have their chance.
Yeah.
I'm not that much of a believer of a slow pace suits on pace horses. I think if you're good enough, you can win, because especially in small fields, they should only be 3 to 4 lengths from front to back. So if Personal's a back marker, she probably has the best turn of foot in this race. Her and probably Hungry Heart. If they're good enough, they'll win. So Bradley, how do you see it?
I'm with the heart.
Hungry Heart.
And I can't believe I'm actually saying that out loud. Yulongs and I do not see eye to eye.
They're a stinky silk, aren't
I
they?
can't. I will turn off something just because of that. They seem to win every time I hop off them. Tag. but but Hungry Heart. I think K-Mac's on now. I think J-Mac is only on personal because of the Cornwall selection.
I reckon so too.
I don't think he actually had a choice with that, but I think K-Mac will actually change something up for this, because I'm a bit of a believer when a horse hasn't been able to win, but then they find a way.
Yep.
That might just change something over.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think the 550, I think she is at the moment. I think that's pretty good odds.
Yeah. Dry track will suit her
100%.
as well.
100%.
And she does get way back in her runs, but from that draw, she could probably sit 2 pairs back, not too far off them. I was weighing up Hungry Heart and Personal. I'm pretty keen to take on Harmony Rose, because did hear Lizzie Jelfs during the week say that she is a bit of a fiery filly, and I think if she sweats up, never been to the distance, she got run over last start. I just don't know how she's $2.80 here. I would lay her every day of the week.
Yeah, I think the price sort of reflects the fact that she ran a placing against the boys in the Randwick Guineas. She was the only filly in that race. Obviously, that form's been franked with Mwanga going on to win. Yeah, there is queries on her. She hasn't raced 2,000 metres before. Looks like it'd probably suit. She's a good-looking filly. She's grey.
Yeah.
She's only 25 grand actually as well, interestingly enough. Yeah. But I think she'll launch out of that barrier and get every chance to run a good race out. I'm probably leaning towards her over Personal. So, yeah, at this stage, I've got Harmony Rose on top, Personal running second. Then I've got Miraval running third.
Mate,
so.
Hungry Heart was one of your girls.
Yeah, she was, but she let me down too many times.
You're seeing other people.
I am. You know, look, I'm loyal. I'm pretty loyal with my punting, but...
You are, actually.
But no thanks with Hungry Heart. Could win, but no thanks.
I've got Personal on top. I just think the 2,000 metres, I want something that's proven. Yeah. She's won at 2,500. I am a bit concerned that Damien Oliver hasn't taken the ride, because he did win the Oaks on her. So I do think a good track does suit. And I did hear something a couple months ago that you'd rather Victorian stayers over Sydney stayers.
Oh, really?
Makes sense, because you have like the Caulfield Cup, Melbourne Cup versus like the Metropolitan.
Fair.
When you take it that way. So I'm backing in the Victorian staying form of the fillies with Personal. I've got Hungry Heart into second. And was it Star L that beat Personal last start to break her maiden? I think she's come back pretty well. So... Star L for Danny O'Brien, absolute master of those staying horses. She can run third.
I'm a bit wary of is it Impecunious?
Yes. Yeah.
I thought she was a bit unlucky last start with G Boss on, but he's off now. So they might actually...
Yeah, Bossy's getting the flick left, right and centre.
He got flicked off. He got flicked off Biv, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was filthy too.
Yeah. He was. Okay, so... Good stuff there, lads. Okay, here we go. The Tancred. This has to be the feature of the day. And look, it's a Group 2 middle distance race, let's be honest. But it's Group 1 status, so we'll treat it like that. Sir Dragonet returned to form last start on the quick backup. Good track will probably be his undoing for mine, but he still might be a little bit too classy. He did prove at the Melbourne Cup that he can actually handle a good track. He ran 5th or 6th there, didn't he? In the Melbourne Cup, 6th there, behind Persan. Then you have Mirage Dancer, the chosen one, Southern France. His first up run was quite good. And Sound, who is still going around the big boy. And the very interesting runner, Nickajack Cave, who was scratched last week. And of course, the apple of our eyes, Melody Bell, is coming over from NZ. How do you see this one? I'm playing DJ.
Well, look, I think Melody Bell, if she runs, because there's a little bit of a cloud over at the moment.
She's got lactic acid
in
her hindquarters.
Which is a bit strange.
I think I used that excuse when I was playing footy.
That's my excuse when I try to go upstairs. Look, she hasn't run 2,400 metres before, but she's a classy animal. I don't think the 2,400 metres is going to be that much of an issue. I don't think the good track's going to be an issue. She has drawn a little bit sticky, but J-Mac on board, that's a good thing.
That's a big plus.
That's a big plus. So I think she's in with the red hot crack, especially when you look at the rest of the field, and you can't really say a lot of these are genuine Group 1 horses, can you?
No, but is she? She's a New Zealand Group 1 horse, and she's won one Group 1 in Australia against the mares.
Very true. Look, I think her record is good enough to say that she's still the quality in this field. Don't have her on top, though.
Yeah. She's 0 from 6 in Sydney as well.
Yeah, exactly. So, I think she'll run a good race. I don't think the 2,400 will be an issue, but, yeah.
Yep.
I don't have her on top.
Bradley?
I do.
Ooh.
She's... Yeah, look, I think we're just going to go class over all of these, to be perfectly honest. There's been a few fairy tales, and I'm not normally one for these kind of things, but there has been quite a few.
You're usually the villain.
Yes, I usually...
Vegeta.
I think she's a class. I think she'll sit midfield. There's not a lot of speed in this that I can see. Look, I'm just going class on this. I don't think you can call her a champion because she hasn't beaten much.
Yeah.
But in saying that, 14 is pretty bloody impressive.
It is, isn't it?
Then I got the chosen one. I actually can't wait for him to get to the Sydney Cup.
Yep.
I think he will be very handy. I think this is, again, a run short, but I think he'll be there. And then Toffee Tongue, the good track. Who knows? She has beaten Colette.
Yep.
And I might be talking out of my pocket there, but
same.
But she has beaten her, and that was on a good track. And Tommy Marquand, he didn't think that was a bad run at all. So
yeah, drawn the inside paint there as well again. So she's drawn to get a good run. Chosen one. He's converted you finally.
he has.
Wow.
He's taken a while, but
Yeah.
because I watched that run that he had in New Zealand where he beat her.
Yeah.
And he beat her quite well.
Yeah.
I think, that cup run.
Oh, Caulfield Melbourne Cup.
Yeah, he was running super well.
Yeah. Unreal.
He was one of the staying horses of the spring.
Yeah.
So
he's had his run back already, and I think, Sydney Cup for a bit of future, sir.
Yeah. What price?
Wouldn't have a clue.
That's
Long.
okay. All right, DJ, what are your thoughts? Who's winning?
I think Toffee Tongue will run a good race too.
Of course.
Silks?
Yeah, the Silks, I don't mind. I don't have her on top. I don't have Melody Bell on top. I'm going to go a little bit left field here and going to go for the Peter Moody horse.
Nickerjack Cave. Using my theory last week.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right. First run in Australia. Its last start in Ireland. It won a Group 3 over 2,400 metres. Mythical ran third there. It's not a bad horse. The prior start won on another good track over 2,800 metres. And the horse that ran second there was Twilight Payment.
Yep.
Went on to win the Melbourne Cup. We were speaking about Nickerjack Cave on the pod. Was it last week?
It was last week.
Yeah. So, look, I think there's a bit of value there. I think Peter Moody, he was pretty bullish about it when he spoke about it this week. He said, we're not exactly sure the sort of work that we should be doing with his horse. We're just really keen to see how he goes. But he's a back marker, so the barrier, I think, is pretty irrelevant. He'll go back, and I think there's probably just enough early speed out of the gates to spread the horses out enough for him to come peeling around the corner and kick home. So at that odds, I'm happy to find out. And look, if he wins this race, he'll certainly come in for the Sydney Cup and the Melbourne Cup.
Yeah, crikey. Okay. Minor placings?
Yeah, well, I've got Melody Bell running second and Toffee Tongue running third. So
easy. I cannot see this horse running outside the top 3. And he did the exact same thing in the spring, and he beat Mugatoo that day. Mirage Dancer, the big boy, Damien Oliver on board. He's mapped the exact same here where he did that day in the Metropolitan. Third up, 2,400, Sydney way of going. He's drawn perfectly in barrier 4. He needs a good track, which he gets. he's just been on an upward spiral. I cannot see him running out of top 3.
Fair.
He's going to get the run of the race, and if he gets a crack at him, he will be mighty hard to beat because he actually does have a pretty decent turn of foot, short but a good turn of foot for
there.
a stayer. I did find Nickajack Cave as well, running into second. I just couldn't. He's a bit of an unknown.
There's an unknown there massively, yeah.
They were going to take him to the Melbourne Cup, so I'm just thinking maybe it's a Sydney Cup that he'll be prepped for. I did want to chuck in the Chosen One, but I just was a bit scared from that gate, and I did have in my mind that Sydney Cup might be a better race for him. But I chucked in Sound for third. He's just consistent now. He's been a different horse the last 12 months.
That trifecta could pay anything.
Yeah, mate. Well, yeah, I'm super, super confident with Mirage Dancer. I think he's going to run a really good race for me. So, which I can't say for a lot of my previous Group 1 tips. A lot of them have just been praying. Cool. Juicy stakes time, boys. So, bit of a recap from last week, DJ.
Oh, gee whiz.
Well,
another rough week for me.
Yeah, so my value of play of the day, heartbreakingly, didn't get a run. Alison and Tuffy at $126.
That was absolutely devastating, mate.
I was counting my cash. Who's your roughie?
Juniper, which did absolutely nothing, but I text you before the race being like, I think It Over might run pretty well here.
Yeah.
I've got a feeling.
You do. You did. But my question to that is, it wasn't in the quaddie.
It wasn't in the quaddie. So, exactly.
And
I put Juniper on the quaddie. So.
I would love to listen back to the audio to see if you mentioned that horse's name.
On the podcast?
Yes.
I did, yes. I did.
Okay, all right.
We can double check that
Innocent until proven guilty.
But yeah, I didn't even have it in my numbers, but I didn't mention it. But regardless, last week, absolute shocker. Got the first two, and I was like, let's go. I thought I was absolutely on for a big day, but so Juniper did nothing. And my each way was 4 moves ahead, so.
Fourth. Yeah, that stings. And Matt G, I think he just finished. My best of the day, Favourite Moon. Bang. He won. He won very nicely. I think
he's staying here?
Yeah, I think he's going to Sydney Cup. Trouble.
But even after that, though?
Yeah.
Staying or leave him here?
No, I think
they were.
yeah. Oh, actually, I don't know. I'm just saying stuff without knowing stuff. Who's your best?
Tallier.
So you're telling me I got a $7 pop over the line and your thing could not win?
Mate, it was just trash.
Look,
but I had the curse because I didn't pack Macca's horse. Should have just backed all his horses. Eduardo, gee whiz.
What was he, 6 from 9?
6 or 7.
Yeah, just ridiculous.
And then 3 Group 1s?
Yeah.
4 Group 1s.
4 and a second, and a fourth with Cascadian. Cascadian ran 4th. He chucked that in.
Oh, God.
So we nearly caught him too. Just before we get into our juicy stakes, typically what we've done is do this for Living Legends, but one of our good mates, Corbo, his sister has unfortunately been diagnosed with cancer. So I'm just taking a rein. I'm taking the reins here. That for the rest of the season, we donate. We do our all up and we donate it to Corbo and that cause there. Living Legends, I'm sorry that we couldn't get one win for you, but hopefully, we get some wins for Corbo's sister, who's in a bit of a battle at the moment. But we'll put that up on socials and raise some money for that cause. So if you want to get involved, guys, just hit our socials. But value play of the day, and you know what? Guess first, Bradley. Who's your value play of the day?
I'm actually not sure if this has been yet in the pod, but I'm going to have a 3-horse all up.
Okay, I like this.
This is the Brad way though, because you're not gonna try and find a roughie. You're gonna try and find a multi. That's how you roll.
Yeah, here to win. First leg in the Prelude in Sydney. Rock.
Yes,
I think 480 or 460, whatever he is now. I think that's stupid. I think he absolutely romps that into Persan in the Easter.
Yes.
In Caulfield. And then I've gone, I think it's race 5 or 6, the Zimble.
Yep.
California.
California.
Yeah,
Yep.
huge shout. Yeah,
I
great
reckon
shout.
those 3 are, absolute value.
Awesome. No, that is a great shout. How much are we talking? About 15s? No, it'd be more than that.
Maybe more than that, because
20s.
that'd be 12s times, 4, 36, 40s.
Yeah. Talk to me when you get $126. Jonesy?
Well, yeah, I think Nicky Jack Cave in the Tancred, about $20 at the moment. So
Yeah.
it's juicy.
Taking on Rock. He is one of mine, even though I've
He's
never...
one of yours.
Well, I've got him each way once. But I'm taking him on with another one of mine. Number 11, Bottega. I think he...
Patience is a
Yeah.
virtue, they say.
It is. It is. But he's got a light weight here. He has drawn Parramatta, so I'm a bit concerned about that. But Gemsong's run wasn't that bad. I think he's going pretty well, and he only beat Bottega, who flew home in that Newcastle Newmarket. So I think he will get back, but I think he'll be flashing home at, what is he, $13, $14, so he's a good price. Each way, Bradley?
Caulfield, race 6, number 8. I did it for love.
Ooh.
Big rise in class, but has beaten Propel. Came second to Master Crusader, and for those who didn't get that, 2 Fridays ago. This time last year. So he's normally been around that 58 kilo mark, but now he's got 54 and a half. And I think he's got to beat a pretty smart horse in Diamond Effort.
Yeah.
And Alpha Oro, who looks like a pretty good Melbourne horse. So I think he should get a lovely camp in behind them. He's 17 to 1, I think.
Jeez.
Yeah. Hey, that's an each way price
That's
if I've
juicy.
ever heard it. Beauty. Far out. You gonna match that, mate?
No. But we're looking. Geez, I tell you what, we've all given the Doncaster Prelude a good look, haven't we?
It's a great betting race.
Yeah, I like number 15, Sabadar.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely flying at the moment. One last start, Kembla Grange, Flemington before that.
Oh, the grey horse.
Yeah. And before that came second, first up in Randwick. Likes the track, likes the distance, likes it when it's nice and dry. Should get a nice sit from that barrier, I'm thinking. I'm expecting it to run a good race at $7.
Yeah. Beat Laborod, who won at Mornington.
Romped in, actually.
Mate, that race has had 4 subsequent winners. It's only
It's
a month ago.
Not bad form.
Yeah, that is a great form. Benchmark 90 at Flemington. Who would have thought?
Let's go.
Mine is Mirage Dancer in the feature. I just can't see him running outside the top 3. Okay. Best of the day. Here we go.
Back to the Prelude.
Oh, jeez.
Rock. I think
Rock.
Rock will be very hard to beat.
Right, cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Beautiful.
I think Crone just keeps winning, doesn't
Crone.
she? Yeah. She just keeps winning.
The vein of your
Not at $3.
existence.
Oh, of
She has
course she
to be
does.
double figures, mate.
Don't be silly.
She's like an even juicier price.
Mares in form. They just keep on winning.
Yeah, okay. Now, I think this was the horse that you were going to talk about before. I've gone Master of Wine as my best bet of the day.
That is the horse. I was
fair way.
I was thinking he'd come up. Last ditch effort.
Yeah, well, I think there is a reason why he's been a bit under the weather for the last 12 months, for lack of a better term. I had a look at his last 12 months. He's raced in 8 Group 1s.
Yeah.
So he's raced at the top level, racing against Very Elegant every other week and others. And he hasn't raced in the top 3. But he drops back to Group 3 level here. He has to be the best weighted horse in Australia on the weekend.
Yeah.
He's got 55.5 kilos and he's only giving 2.5 kilos away to the bottom weight.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I just can't see him not winning. I think he's a cracking bet at the 250. Not much of a price, but I think he'll be mighty hard to beat.
I think Shared Ambition is a bit of a danger in that race.
I agree.
But aside from that, I can't really see anything else beating him.
Yeah. Look, Shared Ambition, he's had 2 Group 1 runs in his career. Master of Wine's last 8 have been a great Group 1 level. I think he's just been... He hasn't really had an opportunity to show his best because I don't think he is a Group 1 horse. So I think he's a Group 2 horse. Shared Ambition for mine is a Group 3 horse. So
Fair.
I think he's just too good. Look, I might have egg on my face, mate.
You might do. We've all been there before.
Hopefully not. So to kick it off, we'll do a place all up of all those. Hopefully there would be a bit of value in that. Probably not. It'll be about 250, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, good stuff. But I believe that is all, unless you had anything else to add.
No, mate. Look, I tell you what. When Brad's here, it's riveting content, regardless. So it's been a pleasure.
Mate, I've been tame.
Yeah, tame for your first up. This isn't his target race.
No, and with the championships just around the corner.
I'll be peaking hopefully then.
Oh my God, you need to lift, don't you?
I'm in trouble. I've been shocking.
So you went from 3rd to 5th, and Macca went from 5th to 1st.
I think I've picked one Group 1 in like probably 12 months.
Yeah, I could.
But I tell you what, we've been in sticky situations before on this podcast, boys. And you know what? The good horses, they come out and they win sometimes. So I'm a good horse. I'm going to find a way. Kick.
Well, I think the issue is you're not picking the good horses.
Yeah. No, I'm picking the good horses. They're just not turning up on that particular weekend. Jesus Christ.
No, I feel the exact same way. But until next time, thank you, Bradley.
Cheers, gents. Thanks for having me.
We'll see you in the near future, no doubt. And DJ,
Yeah, I'll see you soon.
Yeah. Beauty. Alrighty. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.